I love the horoscope and totally into all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, same here. And
Yes.
you know what? My dad's birthday is on July 1st. So first I was
Oh,
thinking of launching the book. I told you, right? I told you, Linda, that
yeah.
I would like to launch the book on July 1st. I guess I will be launching the cover page and the title on that day.
I mean, it's not a real good idea to release your titles before you
Oh,
publish,
okay.
just to let you know. People can take off and publish and then you can't use them. So if they
Oh,
do it. So I wouldn't do that if I were you. Yeah. So be careful.
so how do I release the cover page then? Just a photo?
You basically don't.
Until the book is published, you mean? Okay, until it has.
And besides the whole cover page, everything could change, because you're planning on working with a publisher and they have
Yeah.
editors and everything might change. So
Oh,
I would,
okay.
you can announce it though, I mean, the number one time to start marketing your book is when you go, you know what? I'm thinking of writing a book. I don't know what it's about. And that's how you start your marketing. So,
Oh,
yeah. So you're
so
behind on
that
your
time's over
marketing.
now.
So get on it. Yeah, just like, well, you've been throwing it out there. You've been giving people bones here and there. Yeah. So grab a little excerpt from it,
Okay.
and then say why that was so such a big deal for you, or so emotional for you, or how it connected for you. You've pretty much been already doing stuff like that. So yeah, keep that up. I started throwing some stuff out from mine, and without it being from my head, it's just like, oh, that just felt like a thing to do. And I put the pigs. Did you see the pig one?
Yes, I did.
I'm like, oh, this is like off the charts corny, but whatever. Let's see what picture. And I'm like, 2 pigs. Yeah, perfect. So did you see what Jenny Axel came on my thread and Facebook? I just want to kiss those pigs, those baby pigs. Like, maybe you need one for a pet, Jenny.
Kids will enjoy it.
Kids. Let's add it to the brew.
Right.
Funny. Here comes Gracie Grace. Oh man, I'm tired.
Okay. 2 Cancerians and a Sagi. Nice. So that's nice.
It is. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. 2 mom energies over there, and 1 clumsy person here.
Oh, is that how it goes?
All I know.
Well, I have Linda. What? Oh, I have Linda Goodwin's book.
Linda Goodman.
Yeah, that one. The love signs one.
Yeah.
So I could look us up.
Oh, yes. I know who you're speaking of now.
Yeah, she's funny. Like Women Who Run with the Wolves, Clarissa Pinkola Estes is pretty funny, snarky funny too. I like both of those books.
Like snarky.
All right. So what's up, ladies? Yeah.
Change is good, right?
Oh, yes. Difficult to take. Difficult to take initially. Right.
Yeah, well, the ego sure doesn't like change. the soul's here to experience the experience. So the soul is like, okay, whatever. Oh, this is new.
But you're right. I know I resist.
The sage. Yeah. Well, we're not you guys as much as me, from the era of no change. Like you got a job and you had that job and you retired, you got a pension or retirement plan or something, right? Just gobs of stability and you were loyal to your company and your company was loyal to you, right? All that morals were taught. And then they decided, no, we're not teaching morals anymore in schools. I'm like, what? Okay, what are we teaching? But I love it. It's like we're teaching live from the level of your soul, basically. And we are all connected that way.
Well, that's interesting. You should say that because I think we do have a couple different generations on this call. And I have found too
she could be my kid. Bhavana could be my kid. Easy.
Yes.
Right? I grew up too at a time where I liked change. Well, there are times where change is difficult. Not all the time, though. And actually, I like to seek out variety and
Mhm.
I love spontaneity. And I found in my trajectory in the workforce, it was very stifling. Anyways, I just found that I was going against the status quo a lot, which
Mhm.
brought me a lot of tension in my career. And isn't it interesting, Bhavna? Didn't you just post about the gap? You know, you
Yes.
were asking recruiters, is it a
Yeah.
good thing or a bad thing if there's a gap in your career trajectory? And for
Right.
me, it wasn't there was a gap, but initially it was more that I liked change. And I would get into jobs where I would hit the ceiling within a year or so.
Wow.
And
That's
then
great.
I
I
would
can see
just
that.
feel like I need a change. I need something new. But me changing, and now I would usually change for something a step up from that. However, the naysayers that were coming out of the woods when I wanted to make a change, and Linda takes me back to what you were just speaking about. I would be asked by outside people, right? Where is your loyalty? Um,
Uh,
right? Why
Right.
would you want
Right.
to leave when you're receiving a paycheck? Do you know how fortunate you are to have a job?
yeah, the
And I'm
monkeys.
telling you, I had already made my decision, and that messed with my head.
Oh yeah, man.
I totally get that.
Yeah,
I I had made a decision and I felt good about it. So Linda, I was at my soul level, right?
you
I was
were.
just doing what felt good and going with it. And it was after I would do that that I was met with all this resistance from my people that are close to me, people
Yeah,
that have good intentions.
right.
However, now I recognize that it was their fear.
You bet.
No,
Yes.
They're
I
ingrained fear, Jennifer.
I bought everything that they were selling.
Absolutely.
Matter
They're
of
your
fact,
family. They got your back.
right?
You trust, you trust, right?
Yes.
They've taught you that. And I said monkeys, what I meant is there's a study where they put a tree at a slant with bananas at the top, and then the monkeys would go up and they'd get zapped like
Yeah.
hard,
Okay.
like
Oh,
collar zapped, but not. I mean, they'd reach up for the banana and they'd get zapped. So they stopped going up the tree. The next generation, the babies, if they started up the tree, the adult monkeys freaked out and like just took them and threw them off the tree, and so then they stopped. And their babies never attempted the tree.
Oh, wow.
oh,
How potent is that?
Wow. That's a
Right?
great analogy, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And if you do it nutritionally, the Pottinger study of cats, so there was a group of cats fed raw food and a group of cats fed, like cooked milk. So it basically killed all the nutrients. And so the first generation on the cooked milk, they just weren't all that healthy. The next generation was ugly, like their hair falling out, and the next generation was just like vicious, and there was no next generation. They were totally infertile.
Oh,
Oh my God. Okay. This reminds me of the
Genetics, ladies.
conditioning, right? Yeah. Epigenetics, and then again, it's more to do with the conditioning in level one. Level one was about conditioning, right? So they were conditioned in a way to think that climbing this tree will affect me in the wrong way. So then they conditioned their kids the same way.
mhm, mhm.
And then after that, it was more genetics because they never attempted to even climb. They chose not to do that because probably it was working on their subconscious level that I don't think I should do that.
They knew better,
They knew
basically.
better. Or they didn't, or they didn't. You never know. Maybe they didn't venture out, or they were not. They lost the curiosity, probably.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.